The actual volume and everything is good. Take a moment to get this camera stabilized for you guys. Uh, let's see how I do this. All right, I think that's pretty good. Good morning, everybody. Good evening, depending on what time zone you in. Your live chat's going. If I'm coming in clear, if we're coming in clear, can I get a one in the comments if you're in here already? Boy, that part of the Don't Get Tenor, part of the Don't Get Caught Slipping series. It will go into that playlist for your future references. This is a part of the Don't Get Caught Slipping. What's up, fam? What's up in here? Mr. Come see me. As usual. Hotshot Slim. What's up, my dog? Oh, man, Brandon. What's up, my guy? Just Blaze. I had a home. Well, I still got a homeboy. His name See Me Blaze. What's up with y'all? What's up with y'all today? Hysterical TV. What's up, bro? Victor Loud, as usual. Victor Loud. What's up, dog? Oh man, we caught to talk about a little of this non CDL trucking today, and we gonna let a few people get in here. If the sound quality is coming in good, could you give me a one in the comments? Just let it know. Okay, who is that? Said we need to chop it up. Let's come see. Yeah, we need to chop it up. No doubt, no doubt, no problem, man. Hit me on the cash out, man. I'm gonna definitely give you a call, man. Kind of a little bit freed up today. Cocaine came down here, do a little training, so we're gonna link up with him a little later and get him on his way to glory. Appreciate all y'all being here. One of my favorite guys to get info from. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time you give us. Absolutely, man. My brother, what's up, Coach? Audio A1. What's up, Kendrick? Been pulling that trailer around a little bit, man, getting used to it. Good stuff, man. Jerry, Iron Man Ministry. What's up, bro? Can't talk about something that, is relevant, to you. If you're in this industry, you're just getting started, you're thinking about getting started with with some things that, you know, one of the biggest things to know coming into anything or starting any endeavor is not only the possibilities of the good, the bad, but the possibility of some things that you might not know. You might not know. And some of the information is readily available. Most of it is, FMCSA handbook. Hold on one second. Let me show you where it's at so y'all know it ain't no cap. I'll never like for it to be no cap on my name. Let's see. Mhm. All right. Got some stuff for y'all to go get. If you don't already have it, it's cool stuff to go get. Ain't nothing but an investment on your future. So I think I should have shared it with y'all. So my bad for not being super prepared, but it kind of just came out the blue that I want to just share. Some of y'all have seen it before. Alright. What's going on? What's going on? Oh man, we got super chats up here already. 9.99. Who did that, man? I gotta give you props. Who did that? Measy Hendrix, appreciate you, man. Those are sandwiches. Those are sandwiches. Sandwiches for the less fortunate. We're gonna do that next weekend, Saturday morning. We're gonna do that. But back to what I was saying. I came to add another video to the Don't Get Caught Slipping series because that's one of our biggest things out here. Knowing what you're up against, knowing what's required, and understanding that your feelings have little to nothing to do with these encounters you have on the highway, especially as a non-CDL or CDL hotshot when it comes to the Department of Public Safety and the DOT. Hmm. And one of the first things I would recommend to anyone, whether it be any kind of trucking, any kind of logistics, anything like that, is to get this book right here and familiarize yourself with it. It don't matter where you get it from, as long as it's this book. I got mine from a place online. This is a spiral copy of the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Regulation Handbook. This is what we call the Big Green Book. The Big Green Book is called the Big Green Book because it's a big green book. You dig? This a big old green book. They got a lot of stuff in it. Got a lot of stuff. Not many pictures. As you can see, it's not that much illustration going on in here. So what does that mean, people? We must read. Now they have these in like electronic formats. Um, the FMCSA has this on their website in electronic format where you can go and search certain things that you may have questions about. Because sometimes I get questions in the comments that are simple, just go Google it type questions. I'm not answering those. I got too much stuff to do. I'm be honest with you. If you want me to answer those questions, spend your $100, buy some sandwiches for the homeless, and I'll talk to you for an hour and answer all the stuff that you could probably go Google. So we ain't doing them. I mean, I do them type of consultations if that's what you want to spend your money on, but like this, number one, this right here will save you a whole lot. What's up, all my matter? What's up, my moderator? Good to have you in here. I'm starting off with the basics, bro, because this Black History Month, and I'm doing this stuff for everybody. Cause I had somebody come in that said I had some kind of prejudice or something, but if we break that word down, prejudice mean prior to, judice is the Latin word for judge. You know what I'm saying? If I would prejudge any man in the world, don't you think my stepdad will probably be here? I prejudge them people gonna do what they were gonna do. If I prejudge anybody, would I have would I have this right here in my hand trying to help each and every one of you, regardless of where you come from, what your background is, what your ethnic origin is, to not get caught slipping. So throw that out the window. 'Cause I come from a place where it's very prevalent, but I was raised by somebody that was born in 1920 that went through most of all that stuff that I be posting. And get what? She ain't have a hateful bone in her body about it. So I ain't mad. Somebody asked me like, you don't see people complain about the ice age and all that. Yeah, they ain't complaining about it, but we ain't gonna act like it ain't happen either. So that's why I'm doing this video for the non-CDL hotshot guy and the CDL hotshot guy, because on the road, you are the minority. Now you get, yeah, yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Did I say according to this book? This book right here basically has all the safety regulations. The reason why I made this channel is because in my quest for knowledge for non-CDL hotshot, when I did this from the beginning, if you read this book like I did from cover to cover, you won't find but three sections in this whole entire book that even pertain to non-CDL hotshot, because it's not a classification in here. Either you need one or you don't, based upon gross vehicle weight rate, state regulations from this and that and the other. But this book is about commercial vehicle regulations. So get what? This stuff right here ain't cut and dry for a non-CDL guy, because it's not a how-to non-CDL in this book. It's how to CDL, how to do stuff in commercial vehicles in this book. And you have to weed through what they're saying to do and see what applies and what doesn't apply to you in your situation. This ain't cut and dry. Get the book, man. Cause you are the minority. When you pull up in that way station, when all them Peterbilts get flagged on through it, they pull you back and you start feeling a little bit profile. Welcome to my world. Get the book. Next. Hold on. We're gonna keep it real now. Welcome to my world. Where your feeling don't matter. And what that guy feel like about you that day on the side of the road. Y'all saw the Indiana video. It don't matter. It don't matter. And a lot of y'all experiencing it right now. I done did a whole lot of consultations in the last few weeks with people that are going through these situations right now where they realize it's certain stuff they didn't know that they should have known. And get what? It's a welcome to my world situation where you finna get profiled. Ain't no probable cause no more to pull you over. Ain't no justification about nothing. It's purely in the interest of public safety. Big old quotation marks around that. Public safety. Ooh, Department of Public Safety. They don't care nothing about you. Hey, you can read it, you'll still be confused, especially with non-CDL hotshot. Somebody come in and say they read it twice and they still confused. It, I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm finna give y'all. Okay, let's go to the next book. I'm gonna show y'all a good book, another good book. It's called I don't really be on no lollygag and stuff. So y'all know me, I try to keep everything 100. And you know what I'm saying? Just another book for you guys that think you can put two people in a hot shot without a sleeper berth and stuff like that, and you can be on PC for 2 or 3 hours just cause you close to the house and they ain't gonna get you. You might want to go pick that one up. It's full of very helpful and useful things, and they do some illustrations, show you how your logbook should be looking and everything, how to do split sleeper berth, and it's up to date with the new hours of service law that came in because of COVID. Yeah, you think I ain't used split sleeper berth? Did a 7 and 3. I did a 7 and 3 probably a month ago, and that got me home. I wasn't sleeper burst. You gotta have sleeper burst. I wasn't sleeper burst for 3 hours and froze the clock. Bam, froze the 14, and come back and had about 7 more hours worth of drive time. They'll kick it like a villain for real. Next, next, before I pull out this one with the low security, I'm gonna call that. We ain't gonna do that one yet. We gonna go with this one, back safety. Cause one of the biggest, quickest, most prominent injuries out here is back injuries. Cause you lifting wrong, you securing stuff, you pulling with stuff, you ain't stretching in the morning before you start. All this stuff illustrate. Look at them stretch. Look at them stretch. I don't know you'll get all down on the ground like that, but you might want to do something because there been some days where I'd have made that mistake. Come outside and make your week go bad. Hold on. Before we get to talk about the minority in trucking, which is a hot shot there, y'all. Hmm. And see, that's crazy thing about it. A lot of people get it mixed up when they say minority. They be thinking they just mean like people of color and stuff. Like, no, 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 no. No, the minority could be the lesser value of anything with the amount when it comes to amounts. Not the actual value of a person, but the amount of people or the amount of something. And the amount of high shots versus the amount of semis on the road, they are the minority. It is what it is. Last one, certainly not the least. Go get you one of these. And I've been had these. I give them out. Yada yada yada. Low security handbook for drivers. Low security. They go from everything from a reefer to a dry van to a flatbed to a RGN to a heavy haul. Regulations, certain stuff with different state permit, different stuff, security, weight distribution. Yeah. My matter making some good points in there. Even those, get what? Even those roll offs. Even those roll offs. So, like Jonathan, trying to, it's like you reaching. You trying to slide the minority and the black history stuff together and all that there right there. But one of the larger contributing factors of people not so much being held back, but actually holding themselves back, which is with minorities in trucking and with the minority of trucking and minorities in general in this country, is lack of education. See, what we're not gonna do is act like y'all talk to no Rudy Poo. See, that's what I'm not gonna do. That's why I don't be in the coming going back and forth about a lot of stuff. A lot of folks think I don't know shit. A lot of folks just look, don't judge book by cover. I read and I'm talking about a lot, and spent most of my life as a person that read everything. Like I was in jail, but I wasn't in jail. I was free. If I could sit in jail and read all them books, I could sit in the free world and read them too. And the lack of knowledge gonna kill us all. If it's the fact that you didn't know you had cancer to the last minute, you didn't get no treatment in time, the lack of knowledge that you had that is really what killed you. It really wasn't the cancer because you probably could have got saved. And that's what brings us to this book right here. I call it the big boy book. Now you want to have your own thought, you want to run it out there, you want to know all that good stuff about that FMCSA. That's why I say you can't nobody hustle that stuff like you. You want to run your authority about a year. You know what I'm saying? Get you a gang of inspections. Following all this stuff to the T. Like I said, stay tuned. I'm gonna tell you about some stuff that get you jammed up so bad and you just never knew. It seems like being in 2022, these things would have been updated and better than they are now, but I'm gonna show you how they're not and why they're not, and how the fact that if you don't have what they want, how they want it, that's a violation. But let's go to this book right here. I call it the big boy book. For all you boss men out there, for all you real live boss men out here, you $1 million empire building boss men out here. There's the book. I can't hardly flip it up. I call it the big boy book. Now we got lawyers. You got lawyers and things. We got lawyers. There's a reason. Get that right, cause it ain't organized the way it should be. I just got in there a little bit. Crap. This one. Because not only are we a trucking company, we a real business. A lot of folks don't understand that. It's a hotshot company. This pickup. It's just, no. It's a real business. It's a real business. You're gonna have to hold up for this shit. Just let something happen. All I say, let something happen. With your happy go lucky self. See, I've been through this stuff. See, that's why I speak so candidly about it. I had me 2, 3 safety investigations, get what, corrected a whole lot of stuff. Had to get some folks away from around me on some stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So let's get that overstood. Ain't nothing extra about me. I've been what you see and what you get since the beginning of the channel, since I've been man, since I came out the womb. I've been like this. So ain't nothing prejudiced about me. Ain't nothing one sided about me. I did business with every kind of people you can ever imagine. That helped me get some money way before trucking. You believe that? I'm talking about all around this nation. All around this nation. I did some form of business some way or another. Came across the path of people get what I live better than I came every time. And there's a reason for that, because I ain't got no preconceived notions about no man that God put on the earth. Simple as that. Can't say what you will, won't do, can't do, ain't able to do. Just can't do it. I be cheating myself in the game called life and missing over a whole lot of good people that you could come across and make some good acquaintance with, some business, good business partners and everything. Just cause you looking at stuff too small and too narrow. See, I ain't no small minded person. You gotta get your mind right fucking with me. That's what the issue is. A lot of times that's what the issue is. I ain't what I look like. See, I ain't what the stereotypical version of me is. I ain't the exception to the rule either. A lot of folks don't think about dumb shit all the time. But there's some people that twist anything, make it be what they want it to be. But like I said, Ice Age was cold, but we ain't gonna act like it ain't happened. We ain't complaining about it. I wasn't there. I ain't experienced no part of Ice Age, but I'm not gonna act like it wasn't cold, and I'm not gonna act like it didn't happen. Okay. So next on that, a few things, and feel free to throw me a like in there. It helps the algorithm. Uh, um, like, share, subscribe if you're new to the live. Yes, sir. Healing hearts. Yeah, man, I'll shoot for a hill set day one. Like for real with 100 round draws on it in a beam though. I'm shoot dead on target from the hip. I'm accurate from the hip because get what that's why I do a lot of these live because I like to interact with y'all. And one thing about it, you need to be knowledgeable to an extent that it's finite. Like you really need to know. And if you ain't experienced a lot of stuff, it's a lot of stuff in that book that you don't really know how it go. Cause the book ain't the way it go. Hold up, let's go back to this. Then right here said somebody said I've read this 2 times and I'm still a little confused, as you should be, because there are some contradictions in here. And like that's where the part about what I used to say, it ain't about what you did or what you say, it's about what you can prove and is it how they want to see it. So we're going to go into another segment of this video right now and tell you about a few little known things that could jam you up in the year of 2022 that you would think that by it being 2022, computers, networks, Google, Wi-Fi, instant message, all this stuff, it should be where most of this stuff is on my phone. I can show it to them, and it's all good. Let's start with one of the most little known things that people don't know they need to have in the truck with you: the paper copy of the annual inspection. That's number one. The paper copy. Whoa, Jonathan. Hold up. I got my annual inspection. They put that sticker on the side of my truck. There it is right there. It got all the information on it and everything. Why do I need to ride around with a piece of paper that came from the inspection and the copy need to be at the office, but the original one needs to be in the truck? Why? And they see the sticker right there. That's proof enough. It goes from this date to this date. There's nothing they can say. Whoa, wait a minute. Hold up, guy. You're moving too fast. I ain't did nothing to you. I'm just the messenger. Wait a minute. I've been running like this for years. I got the stick on the side of the truck. I ain't never had a problem. The officer ain't never said nothing to me about it. You about to tell a lie, Jonathan. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What I just told y'all ain't about how you feel. It's about where you at, how they feel about you, and what's going on with that officer that day, where his mind is. Because in this book, wait a minute, in this book right here that was published and revised and revised and revised, it still says that along with that sticker on your annual inspection, you need the paper version in there. And people be like, okay, man, hold up, wait a minute. It's 2022. We got computers, we got all this stuff. There go the sticker right there. Why he just won't take that? Somebody said, where do I put my sticker anywhere? You can put on the outside of the body. It should be waterproof. You can put it inside the door on my diagram. I put it in right bottom corner of the drive side door. It's a pretty big spot right there. You stick it right there. So as soon as they open the door, there it is. Or however you want to do it. You put it on the windshield as long as it ain't in the sweep of the windshield wipers and stuff like that. But get what? I'm gonna tell y'all some real stuff. And I had to explain it to a person, you know what I'm saying? Really, I didn't have to explain it to DOT explained it to them. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all about what you can prove. So knowing how to prove it is half the battle. Just like minorities in certain in communities, when they get certain charges and stuff, they don't have the knowledge of how to prove themselves innocent or at least introduce reasonable doubt. So they take the plea, then they might not have money to get the lawyer to say that for them. So they take the plea, conviction rate stay high. Same thing with this right here. You can't get around these DOT officers. At least in the free world, you got a chance to get a lawyer, protest it. You might even chase some bad money with some good money to try and just clear your name. But with this right here in this encounter on the side of the road, it is what he says it is. And the crazy part about it is, even though he wants you to have the paper proof and it's 2022 and you think he could probably go into a database somewhere, this is the point. Check it out. That sticker that you put on your truck, it can be readily bought at any printing shop. It can be readily bought on Amazon, and you can fill that out and say you got it and get inspection and stick it on there. And people be like, "Why would you go through all that trouble? Inspection only costs $50." Well, they don't care nothing about that. They know it's possible. Okay, so as a fail safe in this book right here, they say you have to have the paper copy of it because the paper copy shows where the person that actually inspected the truck went through the checklist of things and said they were good. Then they signed off on it. signed and printed in most cases, and the establishment that does it has a number where they're a registered inspection station where they can do inspections by law, they're legal, and you could call back and trace that inspection number on the top of your receipt back to the inspection that day. They can verify that, hey, yeah, Mark that signed off on this inspection actually works here and this happened. So in the law's eyes, if it you can't prove it, it never happened, and that sticker doesn't prove anything, but you know how to order something off Amazon. We need to link this with a chain of custody of all these parts being checked on this truck for an annual inspection, and someone needs to be to blame if something ain't right, and it's gonna be you. But if, as part of the prerequisite of being on the road, you must get a federal annual inspection, and you must keep the actual paper in the truck with you. Boom. Number two thing, paper copy of the ELD instruction. Paper copy of the ELD instruction. That's number two. A lot of folks don't know that. It's in here. It's also in here. It's in here too. But when you buy ELD system, it will come with a box, and it'll be in the box. You unbox it, it'll have instructions, it'll have all the instructions of how to use it. And this is for officer benefit most of the time during a roadside inspection where maybe you have a Pluto ELD and no one knows how to use Pluto. Now you know most of it got Verizon or KeepTruckin. Check the description below. Get you $200 off your KeepTruckin ELD if you're about to get started. That's a good deal. That from me to you right there. But yeah, check that out in the description. But most of us have stuff like Verizon Connect, KeepTruckin. Some folk got trucker pads. So we got a lot of different stuff that's kind of standard, and the menus are basically the same. The hardware is the same. It's just the software. It looks a little different on your screen, but the same concept. So basically, those are the same. And most DOT officers know how to operate Keep Trucking like off the dome. They like do roadside inspection, send that to my car, and they just hand your phone back, and you think it's all good. No, he's going to his car to sit there for 20 minutes and make sure everything is good. He just sent that to himself because it's 2022. But the book says, and that's what they're going by, that if he asks you for the instructions to see them, you need to have an actual paper copy where he doesn't have to look through your phone or any other device to see how to operate your e-log and be able to send those past 7 days to his email or to his car so he can look over for the inspection. And you know, when they ask you for that, it's really a set up question because these people looking at your Keep It Truckin' or you looking at your Verizon, these people know how to use this shit. But at the same time, this say it's supposed to be in there. They don't get, they be like, man, that's so petty. Nope, no, no. They job is to slide down on you. They try to slide down on your ass. Ain't nothing petty about that. Them folk is the ops almost. They ain't all the way the ops, but they almost the ops, man. Them folk job to slide down on your bad ass on some petty shit and make it turn into some more stuff. That how it get, oh Lord, that's how it start. Lord, the tag light, Lord, just how last time they was like pull it round back. Lord, that's it. See what I'm saying? All that shit start all little stuff. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Number three, a paper copy of the declaration page of your insurance policy. Oh man, I got my certificate of insurance in my certificate of insurance say $1 million. It's a 100,000 cargo. It got my policy number and it got my company name on it. It got my address on it. It got everything on it. Get what though? Get what? It got everything on it. That certificate of insurance you be sending with your carrier package and stuff. It got everything on it but the truck. Wait a minute. Oh, we got everything on it. But the truck. Now they do have individual cards per truck. You put it in your truck. That suffices. But I know the declaration page of the policy got everybody truck on it. If you send that same page to everybody and come, you can see who everybody, all the drivers is, all the trucks, got all the VIN numbers, all the trailers on one page. You ain't got to sift through the dumb shit. Your declaration page, boom. But it need to be in there. I had one at the scale. I had one of mine that scaled probably 2 months ago. D was over there in San Antonio, maybe 3 months ago. Well, yeah, they did a perfectly good inspection on him. He passed everything. They wanted to see that insurance paper, and I had to email it over there to them, and they accepted it not being paper simply because of how they felt that day. They felt nice because this guy is a veteran. He know how to talk to people. He's humble. He knows how to act. He's not trying to tell these people how to do their job on the side of the road. He's being super cooperative, and he had a paper copy of the certificate of insurance, but it just didn't have the truck number. My oversight. That was my oversight. That's my fault. I should have had sent that to him when it came. I'd sent him proof of insurance, but I didn't send him his truck's actual card. Oversight on my part. They worked with him. They made him sit there. He lost a little time. They made him sit there until he called me and I sent it over. And since he did have a paper copy in the truck, he was like, I know I'm supposed to have a paper copy, but this is actually the wrong version of the paper. Officer was completely understanding. Everything worked out good. They let him actually show his phone and was like, oh, okay, that's the VIN number to the truck, Freightliner 91. Okay, boom, there go the trailer right there. Boom, boom, boom. X number of dollars in physical damage. Oh man, you're overcovered. Boom, boom, boom. Hey man, have a nice day. That could have went different now. That could have went totally different. If D was over there talking crazy to these people, trying to act like you done read all this and understand it backwards and forward. Just know that technology is so good now that they have the printer in the car with them. So the stuff you want to argue with them about that you know damn well you may have not read yet and understand fully, you might want to just be quiet because they're gonna print it out and let you read it for yourself right before they come back and hand you the violation. I don't care about how you feel. It's about how they feel. For real. It's about how they feel. About how you feel. About how they feel. You better learn how to read how they're feeling so you know when to shut up and when to talk. Welcome to my world. For real. You gotta read people to know when they not having such a good day, when they really looking for you to say some shit, and when they really just okay, everything is cool. And they ain't got nothing to do with no race or nothing. You gotta learn how to read people. So I told y'all, you can't do what I do out here if you can't read people because it's a lot of situations where I done came across them and get what to be 100% honest with y'all. I was in a non-CDL and when they pulled me over, I ain't talking about that leg over right. I was completely wrong. I was so wrong in a certain way. And I'm not gonna tell y'all how I was wrong because I don't want nobody to try this shit at home. But I was completely wrong in a certain way. They pulled me over. We had a very cordial conversation. Him man walked around and did a whole level one inspection, had my logbook in his hand, handed them back to me, yada yada yada. We shot the breeze for a second. He got it wait time, gave him a good inspection. I was on by my way. And my shit was not right. Happened a couple times. But it's just all about how they feel, how you make them feel, what's going on that day, possibly what the emphasis on for that week is. If they're doing a blitz week, where they're looking for lights or brakes or a mechanical or driver fitness or you know what I'm saying, hours of service, whatever they're looking at. It ain't on you to figure it out. It's on you to figure out how to roll with it. How to get out the side of the road or out the back of this way station in a timely manner so you can finish your day. Welcome to my world. You get just see by being a minority in trucking, you get just a small sense, about a 30% small sense of what it is to be a minority in America. Because once you claim being a professional driver, you can have CDL or non-CDL. You lose a lot of your personal rights on the road. Now, most time officers don't search all in your bed area and all in your personal belongings and stuff like that. But the the actual ability to drive from New York to California with not a thought as to if the police is going to come out and check it, even if you're right or not. Are they going to waste my time by profiling this high shot because it's such an easy inspection to do, and the lack of knowledge of most people in that industry makes it pretty easy to find violations. It's really pretty easy. It ain't hard. Like it ain't hard. Most people riding around right now right now with their breakaway cable clicked onto the chain loop of their coupling device, not a chain link, but where you hook the main chain up under that safety hook and click it on, and it goes up to the trailer. A lot of people got they breakaway hooked to that same loop that goes down into the bed where your safety chain hook. That's an out of service right there. I mean, they make you unhook it and put it in the right place where it actually goes, but it's going on your safety scope. They gonna write it just because they can, unless you make them feel, that it was honest mistake. He may be feeling okay that day. Y'all drum up a good conversation or something, and you read him well. He might not write it, but yeah, it is what it is. Got another one. Let's see. I think that's about number three on the list of things that they'll get you. They'll get you. And had this come through a 1 hour consultation yesterday. The conversation I had with a good guy over there in New Mexico, rolling out of New Mexico. Native American gentleman, just coincidentally, really ain't got nothing to do with the story, but coincidentally, military, real, you know, cushioned up and, credit good and integrity good. Got some more good guys running with them. They started something, pretty good, but I think one of his guys had an issue. Now, I want y'all to run through this scenario with me, and I'm gonna let y'all I'm gonna let y'all say once I tell y'all this scenario. I'm gonna let you say in the comments what you think the violation is gonna be. Okay. So let me give you the scenario. You driving a CDL Hotshot. You got 3500. You got a 40-foot trailer. You got basically like a 20-foot load on there. It weighs like 23-foot load on there. It weighs like 14K. First of all, you're not overloaded. Your axles are good, so I don't want to muddy the waters with the weight thing. So it's not the weight. He ain't had no problem with the weight. Okay. It's a truck that's designed to carry water. It's completely empty, 14K. Um, and just because these guys know how important load security is, they all been trained to at least put double the securement on the load. So that's a good thing. And it's all chains. I think to run it, it would have been maybe 4 chains, maybe 5 chains. I think he had probably 6 or 8 chains on it. So it's overkill. A lot of chains, a lot of binders. 14,000 pounds. Not super heavy on the CDL hot shot. You balance it right, it's not bad. It's not that bad. Okay. So you're driving down the highway now to carry in the world. As an American citizen in a normal vehicle, you would truly be riding down the highway without a care in the world. You rolling down the highway, everything good. You got your music up, but now we some professional drivers, so we don't get the luxury to just be rolling down the highway, the music up. We ain't in the mirrors, we ain't paying attention, we ain't looking at the load, we ain't checking for stuff that's moving on the trailer and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's not even it. The load is stationary. It's not moving on the trailer, but we rolling. Now, a normal citizen could get in that truck and drive from New Mexico to Chicago without stopping, no e-log, no regulation, no nothing. But since we professional, we gotta stop at the weigh station. We gotta get our 10-hour rest. We are being regulated. So by us being regulated in the name of public safety, number one, and getting dead in your ass, number two, that's what they trying to do. But public safety, number one, you have no recourse of being stopped at any time, any day, any hour. Most of the time, highway patrolman or DOT will not bother a truck when it's sleeping, long as it's in a good, safe area. Most time, if you sleeping or they see you off duty, most time if you're off duty, they will not bother you. They'll let you get your rest. And I gotta clap for that because that should have saved me a couple times. 'Cause I played it out like man, let's get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. And gone. Yeah, a couple times. Yeah, I appreciate y'all for that. Like I said, man, it's a whole lot of time. I can't tell y'all a lot of shit that happened because I ain't no police on myself. Y'all gotta be crazy. But I'm just telling y'all, this stuff ain't really as sweet as a lot of people want you to think it is. It's a whole lot of little stuff that you might want to know, that you might want to familiarize yourself with, and here get a real good understanding because it's some things that they'll get you on. That breakaway, that's one of the most common right there. Okay. Now, with this scenario, he oversecured. He got the weight is distributed right. Like I say, oversecured on the chain. DOT just bam out of nowhere, random. Just see him and whoop, whoop, light him up, pull him over. So he pulls him over. Okay. He looking, you know, getting a license, medical card, everything good, you know what I'm saying? It's all good. We're gonna do a level one right quick. We're gonna walk around, do a mechanical on the truck and check, make sure everything's straight, check your load and all that. You don't know no better. This is when it starts. You know what I'm saying? People don't even understand what position you be in some days and you just didn't even know it. Really, if you knew like I knew and you in your head, I'm going over everything that I went over in my pre-trip this morning in my head. I'm replaying this shit like crazy because I know I checked everything, but what did I miss that he gonna find? Them the thoughts going in my head. More people thoughts here. Oh, here you go, officer. Here's your license, registration, everything, and oh yeah, everything's good. Go ahead, take a look. It's all good. Go ahead. Take that shit if you want to. I'm gonna tell you how petty it gets sometimes. Let's just say you non-CDL and you got a single tandem trailer. And just so happen you got a single tandem trailer that is a straight deck trailer. And I got a single deck trailer, a single tandem trailer that has mega rounds on it. And both of us go through Grand Junction Way Station on I-70. On I-70, just go through Grand Junction. You in front of me with the straight deck, and I'm behind. Now I'm in front of you with the mega ramps. You behind me with the straight deck, and we both finna go through Grand Junction. Well, if you're familiar with Grand Junction, you know ain't no bypass through Grand Junction. They got cones in the highway that put you straight into that port of entry as a truck. Ain't no bypass. You go in there because they just finished that. They spent millions of dollars to put you in the truck and trap. So you got to go in there. They got thermal cameras that check your brakes and everything. If you pressing on brakes and they can't see no heat round the back, your ass is going. Simple as that. So get what? I'm in front with the mega rounds. You behind me with the straight deck. We got the same exact trailer. That's the only difference. And get what? I go through. Yeah, they got that thermal camera X-ray. Yep. And the X-ray for the radioactive stuff too. And the bomb. Okay. I go through. DOT and the one to look at me go by. They done ran my number and stuff while I was on the exit ramp. They already got the camera ran there. So I go on through, they look at me, go by. It cool. It cool. They look at the back of my trailer. They see it. They're like, damn, can't get them. Damn, we can't get them. And then here you come right behind me. They look, your stuff in order. They done ran your number already. Watch you go by. Watch you go by. And they look at the back of your trailer and be like, oh, press that button, pull them around back. It's a button that they press that make the sign change from exit to the highway to park and bring in your paperwork. That means go around back and park and bring in your paperwork. We're finna start a little game with you today. Press that button. Press that button. Boy, look at DAJ, them damn mud flap. Them mud flap. And get what? I ain't had no mud flap. I just rolled through my mega round. I just rolled through my mega round, came through there with the same trailer. You just rolled through with your straight there, came through that same trailer. I ain't had no mud flap. When they rolled by, see me go through, they were like, damn, boy, I can't get them, can't get them. Because in here, the regulations say if your trailer is over 10 inches off the ground, you need mud flaps. But my mega rounds, like most mega round trailers, if you measure them, it was only about 7.5, 8 inches of ground clearance at the back of the mega rounds, the lowest point of the trailer. the lowest point of the trailer was 7.5, 8 inches off the ground, which is kind of decent. Almost, it was almost 9 inches, but it wasn't 10. It wasn't 10. And I expressed that to them one day because I had read this. See, one thing about it, it's plausible, it's provable, it's in here. The reason why you can't write me this thing, and yes, I do have those chains that you give out, those $1,000 fines. See, you need to know what you're talking about before you start talking, because you need to know about way more than just the subject at hand of the inspection. See, after September 1st, if I question what he has to say right there about those mud flaps, he'll be like, "Oh, okay, yeah, you right. It is 10 inches. Let me get my tape measure. Oh, that's 7.5. I can't write you for that. Now let me see your chains." Cause he looked over your truck already. He was gonna write you for the chains, but he came back and just tripped with the mud flap because the chains, tie chains, is $1,000 fine. But since you don't know that much and you choose to just question this dude about how he do his job and try and point out the fact that you know something that he might have overlooked, some officer get offended. So get what? You're not gonna have a good day today. I'm just saying, you're gonna get that ticket and you're gonna get that violation. You're gonna owe the state of Colorado, yeah, $1,000. Utah, $1,000 up that way after. Yeah, yeah, September 1st. They want them presents. Like if they ask you to present your change, that's why when I sold Kendrick, shout out Kendrick Hunter about the Gatorade trailer, I gave him a free set of tire chains because he stays over in West Texas where it gets snowy. You want to go and make some money around Salt Lake City and Washington and Colorado and Denver and all that stuff is right there. You can go, but you need them chains after a certain date of the year. Why make him buy some more $200-300 chains when I gave him some? Boom, there you go. That's in the trailer. Play a deal. Play a deal. No cap, kid. Because it's a fine that a lot of people don't know is it because they maybe just starting out. You never been to Colorado before in your life. You never been to Utah before in your life. And the first time you ride up there, and no one's told you this, and you see the sign on the side of the road that is clear as day. It says chains must be present on all commercial vehicles. $1,000 fine if you don't have them upon request, or you can't present them. Now your trip starts to change in your mind. You're like, oh my God, what if they pull me in? Oh my God, let me get on my phone and try and find some change before this happens. It ain't got to be snow. It could be the clearest day in the world, but you just kind of screwed up a little bit. And I don't want you to have to go through that. Put the chain. If you go over there, if you feel like you want to go over there after September 1st, hey, to like I think it's like September 1st to like April, something like that. You need to have chains with you. You ain't gotta use them. You just gotta have them with you. And if something happens, because the weather changes fast over there, they just want you to be prepared because people getting stuck on the side of the mountain is a risk of your life. You could die. It's really cold. It's cold in some places. Wyoming is cold. Vermont, Buffalo is cold. Okay. Upper Michigan, man, it's freezing. It is freezing. So that's for your safety, not only your safety, but the safety of people around you. Because when you get on ice and stuff like that, you don't have them chains. You are not in control of that truck, even at the slightest bit. I'm talking, you'll slide into something even real fast. It really can happen. If my audio coming in and y'all enjoying the line, could y'all please give me a one in the comment? And if you feel free, drop up out of here, pop a share on there. If I'm giving you something that's gonna help you, I appreciate you. Let me know by drop me a one in the comment. It helps the engagement, it helps the algorithm, all that stuff, so we can turn up a little bit hard on all this stuff that really a whole lot of cap, whole lot of cap, whole lot of cap, whole lot of cap, whole lot of cap. I mean for real. There it is. There it is. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Let's go one more thing where they like to slide on the non-CDL man. Now, there wasn't no slight I told you so moment, but all my matter, you gotta close your ears on this one because it wasn't no moment where as a non-CDL high shot. There where that dually come in and really make you a suspect. Oof. And see, like that's why I say it always. even in that other thing we were talking about, you know what I'm saying, beside the trucking, is always exception to the rule. You got people that come out here and be like my guy All Mile Matter and ride damn near with impunity for like 2 years. I think All My Matter got his first inspection at the 2 year mark on his birthday. Happy birthday, All My Matter. It was a good inspection, and boom, you keep on rolling. But what you got to understand too is the level of meticulousness that we, you know what I'm saying, as a shoot, as guys that deal with these trucks and mechanical issues, how meticulous he is. How his tool game is on point, how his roadside assistance game with himself is is on point. Yeah, I'm gonna do that one. Oh man, I was saving that one because you know it always be that guy. I'm gonna talk about that one. Just that's the next number on my list. Oh my man, you know I was gonna talk about that because that shit was really uncalled for, and you know what I'm saying, unnecessary. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that all my matter. But this is the dually game in the non-CDL world. uh, some people are trying to put a what I call a graduate CDL, non-CDL setup together where they'll go dually, single tandem, 40 foot, straight deck, a la the clown. I see people do that a lot. I seen one person kind of do it the right way, but I ain't never took the measurements to see if what I'm finna talk about is still legal or not. But I got a guy, he good friend of mine on Facebook. I think he probably started a channel in a little while. He over there in Virginia, my homeboy. What's up, my name? Hello, y'all Hawthorne over there. I think he might actually did this setup right. He might have to do like he did his first truck and take the bed out. I ain't really sure. Cause like I said, and it's an issue with linked to with overall link bumper to bumper. A lot of people go in their book, tell you now, they go in their book and read, and then they get an understanding about that overall length rule. And yep, King Gorilla 65 feet. But what people that go in here, they might look in their book and say, and they'll dispute it, especially on the side of the road. And it all depends on how the officer feel because it's still something they can print you out and violate you for it anyway. I'm just gonna put this in your bowl and let you bite it. In here, I've heard the argument be made that that rule is for campers and people that haul campers. I'm gonna say it like this: it may be for people that haul campers. It may be, but the 65-foot part of the rule is only one aspect of the rule. See, you it's kind of like reading the Bible. You gotta go in context now. You gotta go back and read the chapter before and the chapter after, the couple pages before, a couple pages after to get the context of what they were saying about them campers and what they were saying about the 65-foot rule, and then you gotta go to the understanding that this shit about $1. Wait a minute, it's hold on. I'm finna break it down to you about this 65 feet and why it don't matter. It ain't what you think. And they can still print it out right. Okay. At 65 feet, two things need to be happening. And they ain't got nothing to do with your setup. It got more so to do with your paperwork. At 65 feet, if you running for hire, it don't matter if you under 26,000 pounds. Listen to me. Listen to me. This shit about getting $1 for the state. This ain't about what your setup is and how they hating on you because of this 26,001 pounds of these 65 feet. This how these folk get money. You understand it? By being those 65 feet, they want you to do two things. Classify your truck as a tractor trailer. Well, Jonathan, my truck registered as a 2018 Dodge Ram 3500. How can I make a 2018 uh 2500 Ram into an 18 wheeler? A tractor trailer is an 18 wheeler. I ain't got no 18 wheeler. Well, the definition of a tractor is a vehicle that only has in the rear its coupling device. It is unable to carry anything on the truck as far as cargo. The bed go bye-bye. Come see me. Bed gotta go bye-bye because it's not a tractor unless it has just a frame, the fender, and the coupling device, and let the trailer take care of the load. That's why you say tractor, trailer, and combination. Now you read a little bit further in that rule, and you get to start to understand why they did it. And if you go back in your history of trucking a little bit, you understand as length of restrictions expanded, trucks got longer, loads, the highways became a little less congested because you didn't have to take two trips to do one thing. And what ended up happening was they took a restriction that was on the tractor part of the tractor trailer, the truck, that where the truck used to couldn't have a wheelbase over a certain length. That's why they did cab overs back in the 70s because they were pushing the limits of how long the actual truck could be and shortening the cab up so they could get more trailer involved. So their total length would be less, cut the nose off the truck. That's why they did that, because they were trying to be in compliance with these people. Because they know they can't do what they want to do just because there's a slight variance in the rules. And they said something about a camper. I'm going to disregard that and think it's all going to be good because at the end of the day, the government got money. They got actual money for you making that decision because now you need an IRP tag. Like, no, I'm under 26,000. I don't need no IRP tag. No, because get what? The only way you can change the registration on your truck to be a tractor trailer is to be abortioned. Well, I'm under 26. Why should I get aborted? Well, I don't know. Why you picked a 40-foot trailer trying to run down CDL listening to a clown? I don't know. You must forgot the clown told you he had a 6-foot neck on his trailer. He ain't play that video but one time, but you must omitted the part where you see he got a 6-foot neck on that trailer, so he's under 65 feet and he doing some stuff that you're not gonna be able to do unless you order a custom trailer. You can't cut that nigga shouting into 6 foot from 8 feet, or you gonna be to cut the frame. We can't do that. That's illegal well. Who told you do that? So you can't get mad at the messenger. Who told you do that? So you put a 35 foot with it, a la all mile mountain, and you come in under 65 feet, but yet then you become a target a little bit more because the setup counter don't match when they look at what they normally see come through with a non-CDL 35 foot, 2500 single tandem trailer. They see a dually with a single tandem trailer, and they know that you don't know 100% what you're doing, but at the same time, you know enough. And let's see if you got your tags right, and let's make sure you got your inspections. Let's make sure everything's up to snuff with that guy because we're used to seeing 3500s, 40-foot trailers. Some of them got the beds on, some of them got the beds out. We ain't tripping on that, but we want that IFTA and we want that apportion tag because this shit about $1. Ain't about how you feel about the violation. They gonna fucking say go up anyway. Them folks that want to make sure you paid. And even with the under 26,000, 26,000 pound for a higher tag. That's why you can't run with the tag that they gave you at the dealership and cross state lines for higher because they want to make sure you paid, baby. This shit about $1. It ain't about how you feel. It ain't about how you feel. It's like what you spent. Oh, I see folks come out with their regular tag, try to run CDL, and then get a little, you know what I'm saying, a little boat trailer tag put up on their stuff, get cross state lines. And boy, I get what you just did. You just cross state line, you stealing. You ain't paid for to put that weight on the full road. They ain't get no parts of that money. You stole some. So then they gonna treat you like you stole some too, boy. You figure out what it is to be the minority in trucking and in life that day. Mm, mm. Okay, next one. Overload. Overload. And I'm finna throw you off. I'm finna throw something in your mind to think about. Overload your truck. For high shot, man, you run it on the front because they can't see it. If your state ain't got to, you run your tag on the front because they can't see it in between the truck and the trailer right there. So if you're in the capacity of running that high shot truck on with a trailer, run it on the front. And then on the weekends, if you're using it for your personal truck, I suggest you put it on the back. because the police think you riding around without a trailer with no tag and pull you over for no reason. And they be like, it's on the front. Why is it displayed like that? All that humbug and shit. But if you use your non-CDL over the road, you know what I'm saying? They kind of want to take pictures of that license plate as you roll through the space stations. And if you want to run it on the back, you can. I know I had my Masonic tag on there, boy. When I come through and they flag the picture, they don't see nothing but the light. Let them see the light. And get what? They won't ring me round back. I need another good inspection because I'm tight. I'm all right. So to the point where I wasn't tripping with it because they know Mississippi don't give you but one tag. We ain't up north nowhere. Illinois, I think it might give you two tags, something like that, but we don't give but one. So I got to run what I brought. I put mine on the back though, but I suggest you put it on the front just avoid any confusion with your law enforcement while you pulling the load. And if you're at home, put it on the back. But next topic, overload. All right, overload, overload, overload. I'm gonna go back to the scenario with the guy with the chains. Let's go back before we do overload. Let me finish that one. All right. The dude had the water truck on the 40-foot trailer on the 3,500, 14,000 pounds, over secured, bunch of chain. Police pull him over out the blue. Rip, inspection. Get his driver's license, everything, walk around the truck. The officers start pushing on the chains as they usually do. They don't really grab them because they ain't trying to get their hand too dirty. They'll just bump them. They'll bump your chain, bump your chain, bump your chain, just to see if one moves. If it moves, that chain ain't tight. He can, depending on how he feels about you, Mr. Minority in trucking, depending on how he feels about you, he can say, "Get out, hey man, come, look at this chain right here. You see the chain? See how it moves, man? Go ahead, tighten that chain up, man. No big deal." Or he could say, "Hey man, you know you got a loose chain back there, right? Huh? You know you got a little chain back there. I'm gonna have to write you for that. I appreciate if you'll go back there and tighten it up. But yeah, I'm gonna write you a nice violation for that. No, it ain't no fine to go with it. Ain't nothing happen. You ain't caused no damage. But we gonna cause some damage to your safety scope." Yeah, King Gorilla. Then he's going to go back to his car. And for that particular violation, basically the way that system is set up, they sit in the car, they get to read through levels of severity and descriptions of what you did. So he'll click on the menu, say low security. Okay, that's the low security violation. Okay, then another menu file down. Okay, what did he do? Loose, loose, loose securement. Loose securement. Okay, click that. What else did he do? Unsafe load security. I'll click that. And it depends on how he feels, how many of them he clicks. And as he clicks, it generates a wait time and a severity that boosts up his bad inspection to the point where it's really bad. It's really bad, like really bad. Even though y'all just had a good conversation, he told you to fix it, you tightened it up, and he let you go, but he gave you two violations. Okay, now people be like, this dude, he an asshole because he wrote me a violation and it was right there. It wasn't loose. It was loose, but I went and tightened it up. I fixed it. He still wrote me a violation. I've been there before. They still wrote me the violation because of how they was feeling that day. And wasn't nothing I could really say about it. But this is what you gotta understand. Even if you go, let's just say I'm gonna go to inspector general, I'm gonna fight that shit, and cause my load was secure, I was over secured. I had 8 chains when there was only supposed to be 4 chains. I had 8 chains, and it was over secured. The load wasn't moving. There was no danger of the load coming out the truck. Dude just profiled me. I'm gonna get a lawyer. I'm gonna go fight that, and then I'm gonna sue everybody. Okay, watch this. This is what's actually gonna happen. That shit sound good in bullshit pretend life. That really does. Like in a perfect world, that shit sound good. But then I'm gonna show you how you just became a minority. Because get what? You ain't got no time or no money to be fighting that. Because you don't have the resources to be fighting that. Because that's petty. You better live and learn and try not to do it no more. Get what? In that situation, even if you went so far as to go all the way to court, let's just say you could go to the Supreme Court about that dumb shit. Yeah, you went to the Supreme Court, and he came in there as a sworn officer of the law. You came in there, Johnny Nobody, but you got a good ass lawyer right here. You got a dude. You got a bad ass lawyer right here. Get what they still gonna say? Even though he over security, yeah, yeah. Yeah, what my guy just said. Old road J. Every securement device on that load has to be doing its job. So if you put it up there, you can't say it don't count. You should have left that son of a gun in the toolbox, or you should have been in your mirrors checking as you go down the road. And the first 10, 15 minutes, you go back there and retighten them chains up. Because I'm going to tell you something about a ratchet binder. And it's not a bad thing, but it's just a thing. Sometimes the bouncing of the trailer and your ratchet binder is inclined to click this way and fall again, sometimes it bounces and it clicks and it falls again and it's loosening and loosening and loosening just by the weight of the arm. So that's why we always put the bungees around the chain after we secure the slack and go around the bar so it doesn't bounce and click to the next click and start to loosen itself. And if you can, you would reverse the ratchet and lay it on the ground. So if it bounces, it's tightening and it's not gonna do that. It's just gonna pretty much stay still. So that part of load securement that is in here. You feel me? That part of load securement. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, in that scenario, you'll come in and fight that case. You'll go up before the grand jury. You'll be like, man, they profiling me. This shit ain't right. And then here come a whole nother loophole in the whole scenario because you didn't read this in context about the low security. You didn't go in here and understand that even though you don't count it because it's over secured, that piece of chain and binder that was not secured, get what it just became. Hold on, wait. It just went from being a low security device to a potential projectile. That's how they gonna hit your nuts with a hammer. That's how they gonna bust your balls in court right there. They gonna get all the way off the subject of low security, and they gonna go straight to public safety on your bad ass. They gonna go straight to, man, it was a public safety hazard that the looser that thing got, we saw it was loose. The looser it get, the more likely that chain come undone, and the actual low security device or the bind in the chain will actually become a projectile, which can endanger the public. Boy, they gonna tear your ass a new one. Now you got something else going on while you try to chase this stuff like you got Johnny Cochran on your team really matter. Like you keep getting all these memberships, all these prepaid legals for to help you fight a ticket, and you just don't know you need to be fighting the violation, which you probably can't really do like you think you should. I got some I need to fight. Get what? I ain't got time for that shit. You move on, you fix your safety score, and do better. Yeah. You got time to be crying and running up behind them folk about 5 or 6 points on my damn skate score and be to spend 3, 4, 5 thousand dollars chasing some dumb shit. What I look like? Well, who I look like? Wait a minute. Them folks smoking rocks, man. I was just fighting. Fight it then. Go ahead. Lose you 15 days worth of time pulling these loads, trying to fight to get that shit back and walk up in there and they tell you some shit like that. Well, that was a projectile. You didn't even know that was a potential projectile in traffic. And that was one of the reasons why I pulled you over, even though I didn't need probable cause. I recognized it. So, it's one of those things is, hey, I really did that before I pulled you over. I recognized that to be obvious. So what's your next defense of having some shit obvious enough for me to pull you over? He'll flip script on you. It ain't random no more. I saw that as soon as you rolled by, I saw it. Lies, lies, lies. Well, who to say? You can't prove he lying. And he a sworn officer of the court. You got to be crazy. You lose. Can a regular DOT officer hit you with that or majority of this at the time at can a DOT officer hit you with that or a majority of this at the weigh stations? Yeah, they can do it anywhere in the country. You ain't got to be in a weigh station. You can ride by them and they just on the side of the road and they kind of got time. If they got time, they'll light you up and go on come get you, bro. I mean, even though they say they ain't got no quota of inspections to do, if you're a certified DOT inspector and you have the qualifications, they gave you all the equipment in your truck. They got you with portable scale, they got you with radar, they got you with tag scanners, they got you with all the other kind of technology up here, computers and printers. They want your ass to be out there tearing somebody ass a new one. just simply because they've invested all this taxpayer dollar, this stuff about $1 into that vehicle and into training that officer to inspect these trucks. You best to believe he's out there to inspect trucks and to make his day go faster. A hot shot is very, 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 very optimal for the time over everything type of mentality that they got, because your violations multiply as an effect of time and severity. So one bad inspection ain't always one bad inspection. It depends on how bad the inspection is and how many violations you got. One bad inspection could be like three, hmm in the same 2 hours. Drop your score 50% like that. Now I'm gonna go to the overweight before we get out of here. We've been up here a little hour. Somebody drop these little nuggets up on you. How you end up feeling like a minority because you are. Welcome to my world. Welcome to Black History Month. Follow the people that gave their lives, white, black, whatever color you were, gave your life. That I may sit up on YouTube and say what I want to say about how I feel. And you know what I'm saying? Try to help somebody. I really appreciate you, and your legacy is not forgotten. Thank you. But um, overweight. Now, overweight is not always what you think. Yeah, Louisiana way stations are hell, and the DOT hangs there because they have on-site overload and overweight and overheight and oversized load people that come to collect the money for you entering the state. hmm Because some permits, depending on how heavy you are, they only issue them at the weigh station when you come in and they get an exact weight. Like you say, I'm 198,000 pounds, they're going to charge you at the door before you come in. Yes, sir. With your route pre-planned, and they're going to charge you for every centimeter you roll across. They shit 198,000 pounds. Yeah. So overweight. Now this overweight is for your non-CDL and your CDL guys too. Because it is not based upon what you're plated for, what your axles say, or anything. They're one of the most little known things that, what I'm saying, can really trip you up, either by not specing the trailer correctly from the beginning, or I say not specing it correctly, where you mismatch items. Like you got 15K axles on a dual tandem trailer with 10 ply tires on 16-inch rim. And you set yourself up for overweight, because overweight begins. The concept of overweight begins with the thought of public safety in mind. And the concept of overweight begins with the only thing touching the road itself, and that is the tires. So let's just say you go buy a used trailer and it has 12K axles on it and 15K axles on it. It's a really nice trailer. You got an awesome deal, but it needs 8 new tires. And it has 16-inch rims on it. You're looking at these things and you're like, man, these are 14 ply or either 16 ply, tires on these rims. It's some badass tires. And you go look on Amazon and see for yourself that it costs about $4,200 to put 8 brand new 16 ply, 14 ply, about 16 ply on the trailer. You see that, man, it costs about $3,800 plus shipping. Then I gotta get somebody when they get here to put them on. So I'm gonna be like 4 grand to put tires on this trailer. That ain't all that good. And then you look right below it and you see they got some 10 ply. And man, I could buy 8 10 ply, $1,400. Hold on, man. Man, shoot, they say they can hold pretty good. They like, whoa, they like 25, 3,500 pounds a piece. 35, you do your math. You try and make it be right. You know it ain't right, but you try and make it be right. You do your math, be like, shoot, they hold 2,500 pounds a piece. You know what I'm saying? Shit, that's 20,000 pounds. And you try to justify your mind. I ain't gonna never put 20,000 pounds on a trailer, not even thinking about the fact that on a dual tandem 40-foot trailer. The trailer probably weighs like 8,500 pounds by itself sitting on the trailer axles. And you gonna subtract that from 20, which leave you like 11. And you know damn well you'll be running 12, 13, 15,000 pounds on that trailer damn near all the time because you try to do the best you can to pull that semi weight and that semi money. So you loading 13, 14,000 pounds every day, 12,000 pounds. And you ain't thought about the trailer weight nothing, man. I ain't gonna never put 20,000 pounds on there, man. I could just, man, shoot, man, $1,400, that ain't bad. What kind that is? Oh, that's a good name brand. You gonna say you boost yourself up, man. That's a good name brand right there. What? That top of the line, really, man. I put them tens on there. I say, probably 2 grand, 2,500. Then Hotshot Haven say, making money by saving money. No, no, you put that shit on me. Don't you put that on me. Don't you tell that lie on me. I ain't tell you never. I told you buy the real shit every time. Now, who on here put a one up if you ever heard me tell you buy some bullshit? Put a one up if I told you buy the real shit every time. Drop a one if you know I said buy the real shit. Even the shit that look like it overkill, buy the real shit every time. I don't give a damn how much you guys spend. If it's too much money for you to spend to buy the real shit, you ain't ready. That was a black and white thing right there. He is, he ain't. I told you all about the real shit. Oh man, put them tens on there. Now the first day you go out there and basically put your normal 12, 13,000 pounds on the trailer, you have just overloaded the tires. Now, true enough, the brakes are good, the axles are good, the truck is straight, you got it balanced right, you got it distributed correctly. It's not sagging the truck or nothing, but you're looking at the 10 ply, and the 10 ply look a little sad. They look a little bit depressed. Look, and not only that, when you come in the truck stop to get your fuel, and you make that hard left to go up in the fuel alleyway, you got to kind of jack it a little bit to go in there. You look back out the side door, and you see them tires over there like this. They leaning, ooh, they ain't looking that good, but boy, they were cheap, they were right. Boy, that's a good name, brand. And then the DOT just up and give you an inspection while you en route with that load, and he ain't even gotta have no scales. He just gotta be able to read. Simple as that. He look at that load, he see what you plated it. Your paperwork say how much the load approximately weighs, whether they lied or not. It say 14,000 on your BOL, and he knowing what a 40-foot and a 3,500 normally weighs, cause he's sitting at the weigh station taking note of this all day. He's looking at how should I hit the scale, empty, loaded, empty, loaded. Some of them empty, some of them loaded. He knows just about what your ram and your truck and your deck on the neck and all that shit you prefer to get. He knows what that shit weighs. Empty and full of fuel. He know your weight of your truck damn near better than you do, probably. And then he look at that paper and say, well, this 18,000 pound setup with 14,000 pounds sitting on the trailer, and the trailer weighted for 25,000 pounds. Okay, that's cool and everything. But why them wait a minute, why them tires look like that? Oh, I seen this before. And see, you don't know what's going on. See, really, if you was me, you'd be in the cab up there like, not this time, not again, Lord. This ass started every time. Look how he looking at the time, Lord. Lord Jesus. Look how he looking. Every time, this ass started. Every time. I can't get past that one anyway. I said, pull it around back. So I said, pull it around back. Tell you, man. See, if you knew like I knew, you'd be up there lost some half-ass like, man. See, then I'm gonna buy 18 wheeler right here. See what I'm saying? This is shit right here. He looking at my tires out about these 10 plies, and then I'm here squatting and see, I'm gonna get me a Peterbilt. See, I'm gonna go get my CDL. I'm tired of this shit. Yeah, see, there they go. You'll be tired of this shit in a little while. Like, absolute, you gonna get tired of that shit in a little while. That's why I made this channel, because it's some certain stuff you got to know. It ain't about how you feel. It ain't about how you feel about me. It's about how they feel, what you done read, what you really know, beside what you think you know. Because That's the shit that mount on the side of the road. All that bullshit you see on internet about this money and then like that shit ain't nothing. You got to stay in business to get some money. You got to keep your safe store right to keep getting some money. Don't y'all know the brokers got their own page called Carrier 411 where they talk shit about y'all out here fucking up? Huh? Don't you know these folks look at Carrier 411 to see your track record or your safety score and realize that this dude get pulled over look like every week or two? I wonder whose load is getting jammed up while he can't get where he going because he's always out of service for 10 hours. Ugh. And last point I'm gonna make is what I call the three level of violation slash out of service. I say three levels out of service. And whenever you come into a contact with an officer and he do something, he perhaps may put you out of service. I always say this: you need to get some real clarification of what type of out of service violation it is, and what is the time penalty for this violation. Because in my book, it's three out of service: is a driver out of service, a mechanical out of service, and an out of service, like out of service, like out of service. I saw, I guess I got seven in one stop. Yeah, I had a guy get nine violations in one stop before, and then another guy he got like seven in one stop one time. And I'm telling y'all this from experience, 'cause I spent my money. I sent these folk to court. I did all this stuff, man, to the point where people that derail their lives and they'll never fuck my company up like that before. You know what I'm saying? But yet I'm still here because I ain't get caught slipping. Ain't nothing but the Lord and the ability to think. Because this stuff ain't cut and dry. Ain't nobody telling y'all what I tell y'all. Nobody telling y'all this. That's why I don't care about how nobody feel about me. 'Cause this shit ain't about how y'all feel. I'm taking you what you need to know, baby. I'm like that uncle that that get drunk and tell the truth and he don't care how it come out. But he be drunk. But the dude be on some real shit. You can't deny it. But you like, I wish he'll stop being like that. He be drinking all the time stuff. He be better when he ain't drinking. See, I don't be drinking, but it's just me, bro. Like to the point where I ain't saying nothing to be offensive or nothing. It's just goddamn. Hey man. Why I got trained how I am for the suit y'all and I'm trying to help y'all. I was like, God damn, I ain't prejudice, I ain't racist, I ain't none of that stuff. And then, what I'm saying, even if you want to get into that little side of it, what I'm saying, you could call me racist, but at the same time, you gotta break that word down. See, I read it to the point where everybody should be racist because race is you study. It's the IST. It's the study of race. Everybody should study their race and appreciate what happened and understand that shit happened and get down to the facts of what happened to the point where if you Asian, you minority, you Caucasian, you whatever, Irish, Greek, or whatever, you should be a racist. And it ain't that you hate nobody. You should study your shit. You should learn your history, everybody history around you. You don't understand that shit. Motherfucker take words and just twist them to what they want them to mean to the point ask me what you look at and break it down to what it really mean because they got an ulterior motive. You want me to feel a certain kind of way when I don't feel no kind of way at all. Love it. Love it. Love it. See, y'all ain't dealing with no asshole. Y'all dealing with somebody who really understand life and know how to treat people. See, that's what's wrong with a lot of you. What's wrong with a lot of you. When you ain't got caught by races, you just look at them and know they don't know how to treat nobody, and that be the problem. We ain't gonna worry about what race you like and don't like or none of that stuff. Do you know how to treat people? Oh, do you know how to be sincere? Do you? Could you please? Could you please? 'Cause I'm be sincere every day. They should nickname me sincere, 'cause I'm dead serious, and y'all know it. Y'all know it. And I love y'all for hanging with me, 'cause that's how that's what it is. That's why we here. I'm here to help people do better. You know what I'm saying? See some stuff around the corner that they didn't see and learn how to see through some and see through some stuff. Yep, for real. So, you know what I'm saying? Like some folks say, some of my best friends are white. Where all my mouth at? This is the whitest white guy I ever met in my life. He's the greatest, most thoughtful, most goddamn me, heartfelt, sincere dude that really be on the grind all the time, for real, for real. Some of my best friends are white. Stupid. People stupid, man, bro. People be stupid. Just stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. People stupid. Small mind, stupid. It's just, hey, I don't know. I don't know. For my best friend's wife. Damn what? I'm just saying. Y'all motherfuckers be the wrong goddamn thing. Yeah, we need broker 411. No doubt. No doubt. Well, we can't get together. That's why somebody asked me about that whole little thing going on in Canada with the blockades and the truck traffic. We can't get just we can't get 50 trucks to just park for a day. Everybody worry about what everybody doing, who undercutting and who going back and running the load anyway. We can't get nobody over here to just sit still for one day. One day. One day. So I don't know if we're gonna be able to get no broker 411. It might be a few of us out here, but see one thing about it, carry 411 50% of the time stating pure facts. It's just public record, which is cool. Then they got a spot on there where brokers can make comments relevant to incidents that may have occurred, or they can make they about me, but they like how we pull up on time. They like how we courteous and all that stuff. All my matter, we in here, baby. How we always, courteous on the job sites and stuff like that. We go out our way to accommodate the customer, even though that ain't, what I'm saying, our customer. That is our customer. Cause right now they looking at us. You know what I'm saying? So they write good stuff on there too. It ain't just bad stuff, but you gotta understand that even with 411 for the carrier 411 as opposed to we had broker 411, it's a lot of people that will be commenting on what we would have as broker 411 that'll be strictly in their feelings, and you wouldn't even be able to go up off a lot of stuff that be said about the broker and everything. Cause a lot of folks don't understand that most of the time it ain't the broker fault that you ain't making no money. Oh, oh. It ain't the broker fault that you ain't got but 2 hours to get to the house and your ELD saying pull over in 15 minutes after you have been out of town driving for 5 days, going to shippers and staying on duty for hours and burning up your 70-hour clock. And when it comes down to Friday night, 11:30 at night, you're 2 hours from home and you need another 2 hours and you only have 15 minutes. That's a you problem. That's a time management problem. Or you couldn't get there. They said it was gonna be this. It's a bait and switch because when I got there, it weighed another 300 pounds. That was the crating that was around the piece that you came to get to secure it to the truck. If it wasn't for that crating, you probably couldn't cinch it down. It's a part of the load. It's 300 pounds. If your shit is riding on 100, 200, 300 pound worth of leeway, or you're gonna be illegal, that's a you problem. That's a that's an equipment problem. That's a you problem. Take some of that dungeon, throw it away. Do something. Run your this auxiliary tank on E. But you have all these crybaby mud scooters, I bet you. All these crybaby mud scooters up there talking about stuff that ain't relevant to nobody because they out here and they lame as hell and they been watching YouTube, looking at other folk that lame as hell, don't know nothing about the business. And the first thing they want to do is find somebody to blame. Everybody wants somebody to blame. Just like being a minority. A lot of minority want somebody to blame. That's why I ain't with none of this shit y'all talking about. Get what? Because the minority in trucking, which is the high side, most of these guys want somebody to blame. And get what? The blame lies and people not educating themselves. When I was in the street doing what I was doing, get what? I knew exactly what I was up against because I was really, really educating myself on what the fuck they was gonna do to me if anything went down and how to avoid that shit at all costs and what it need to look like to play the game. And that's the last thing I'm gonna tell y'all for it leave. Y'all say what y'all want to say. Life is a game and it's called chess. This ain't for the short haul. This shit ain't no sprint. It's a race and it's called a marathon. And if you're trying to last out here, you got to play the game how it go. I don't care how you feel about what I said. I don't care how you feel about what's up in here. You need to learn that shit and don't talk crazy to the officers on the road that been doing this stuff 30, 40 years just because you know of a loophole in here that has changed in a little while. Sometimes you got to know when to eat it, goddammit. Sometimes you got to know when to shut the hell up and get off the side of the road and get your day finished. You see, I made a live video with the atrocity that happened at the Indiana Way station where they straight lied, straight scam, straight got me for my money, and I straight got on up out of there fast as I could because I ain't got time. I ain't got time. Time over everything. I ain't got time to be sitting up here arguing with you about something in the book that you could print out and show me and violate me on another clause because I didn't read the context of what happened. That's a me problem. That ain't a them problem. That's a me problem. That's a safety score problem. That's a me problem. Cause can't nobody hustle this shit like me. I told y'all can't nobody hustle this shit like you for real. Point seen money gone, bro. No doubt. Ain't nobody you can blame for none of this shit. When you lose your house based up on some shit you heard and you done left your job and didn't know what you were gonna do and this and that and the other, get what? That's you problem. It's just like I told y'all in the other line. Make that be a you problem. Don't bring your spouse and all this stuff. You done decide to do this shit. You change your mind. Some bad stuff happen. You don't want to roll with it. You don't want to accept it. You want to pull out and try something else. Sign for some more equipment. Jump over here. Do this, that, and the other. And now you got to get your wife all in your bullshit. Sign on something. She want a new car this year. You said you going to make 100,000 in 6 months. No, she want a new car this year. She ain't want to sign on now another truck because you change your mind and mess her debt to income ratio. She want to buy a house in 2 years. Because you said we were going to be balling. That's what you said. You said. And whether you did your due diligence and was telling the truth or not, there is a you problem. That's a me problem. That's a me problem. Bring these folks in your shit. You need to know what you're doing. You need to know exactly what you're doing. And know this stuff right here. It couldn't dry. It ain't about how you feel, it's about how they feel. I used to say it a lot when I was doing hot shot. A lot of people think you crying. They think you crying. No, they just couldn't dry. They gonna violate you or they ain't. And that right there, all I can say is talk a little sideways and don't know how to be a people person. And see, don't you come out of a situation with so many violations that you gonna wonder how the hell you gonna be here another 6 months. And one more tip, like I told y'all. Get your inspections up. You one truck, your own operator, you got your own number. Get your inspections up. Get you about 10 good ones before all this Me Too movement shit get to happening. Because you're gonna have a lot of folks around you. They're gonna see exactly what you're doing. They ain't gonna want to take the time to read this. They ain't gonna do what I did. They ain't gonna do this. They're not gonna do this because they say they want lease on. So you gotta be done did this. So you need to be 100 because you gotta tell them what's expected because you can't expect them. That's why I make people, you know what I'm saying, get this because they in the company. You know what I'm saying? They get this. Company supplied. I bought these and I'm giving them to everybody. So they can't say they didn't give them and they didn't know. But at the end of the day, they're for leasing on. So they feel like they ain't got to read all this. So what you gotta do? Have a whole bunch of good inspection because the people that don't feel like they need to read all this and they just go online and get bits and pieces of what they need at that particular moment and they're not worried about all the stuff in context that they missed around that one regulation are the people that be on the side of the road with numerous violations on your number. And if you're new and you haven't had your new interest safety audit, you might want to watch that. You might want to keep this a not so much a me too moment, but just a me moment. Yeah, me too my ass. No, not yet. Let me get my shit together. Let me get my foundation up under me. Let me figure out how to really make some money, how to tighten that circle up, how to really move a truck efficiently and maximize a truck before I bring all you into my shit. Because get what? Everybody made mistakes. I made a bunch of them. I'm trying to stop y'all from making some. Everybody made mistakes. Everybody got a learning curve. Everybody has stumbles and bumbles. So each one of those people that's adding into it is an anomaly. That is a question mark. For their first 3 to 4 months, yeah, they may get one bad inspection per month. Just because you're not diligent enough to reach the extra 18 inches to hook the breakaway cable on the side of the bed instead of the damn chain pull. I don't know. I don't know. They lazy. I don't know. Maybe so. I don't know. Perhaps. Maybe when you didn't train them on load security and they go and click that strap 3, 4 times and pull it and it goes spling and they walk away, they think that's tight. That ain't tight. But most people don't really know what tight is. They need training. You got to stop. You can't assume nothing. Oh man, we been in that industry. I used to do rigging for. Did you ever do rigging that was gonna go on something moving 80 miles an hour in traffic that could slam on brakes? Did you ever rig that up? And did you drive with it behind you where it can fly forward and kill you if your rigging ain't right? It ain't the same. It sounds similar, but it ain't the same. It ain't the same. You feel me? So it love on my end. You know what I'm saying? This is a Black History moment. Thank y'all for participating. You know what I'm saying? This is one of those moments where we doing it for the minorities, which is the high shot. And that's why I say sometimes welcome to my world. Cause you get a small feeling of what it is to actually have almost no rights while you're in that truck. And actually almost have zero recourse when it comes to things that are written about you in that truck. Do you have time to fight all that petty shit? No. What should you be doing? Improving, finding out stuff that you didn't know yesterday to make your tomorrow better. Why? Why? Everybody got to do stuff their own way. I'm gonna say that. Cause I was about to ask a weird question, but it's a question I know the answer to. Because we all got free will. It's like, why would you call or either set up a consultation to talk to somebody that done been through it and know what it's gonna turn into and snowball into? If you don't handle the business, you're gonna inevitably be the business. And then with all that wisdom and understand about what's going on, you go do the opposite. You know what I'm saying? No hate or nothing, but that really some bullshit when you let your outside friends that holler me too, even though they good guys and everything, you know them and it's all good. I fell victim to that same mistake, and it ain't nobody fault but mine. In the first, really basically like 10 months of the company, that when I started adding about 10 months, I should have waited a year. I learned that them 9, 10 months where I added that first person on to that company as a own operator, I should have took those other 3 months and been running inside of the scale, getting ready for the carnage that was about to occur. And I learned that. So I told y'all and I tell y'all that, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hindsight is 2020. But when somebody tell you something, especially if you pay to get the information from somebody, you trust them enough to do some stuff or at least listen, you know what I'm saying? I suggest you do it. I'm alive today, right now, because I listened to somebody that had been through something that he saw me heading toward, you know what I'm saying? And only thing he could do was tell me. He can't live my life for me. Dude couldn't do nothing but tell me, bruh. Hey, and he told me just like John, hey, this, and this going on. You think I don't know what's going on, but you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I like the slick ain't never been slick to the point where you might think don't nobody know what's going on, but they know what's going on, man. This shit ain't gonna end right. These people know one thing, you doing certain shit that they can't prove you doing, but these folks know what you doing, man. So you gotta stop this shit because it ain't gonna end well and da 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 da. Cause these folks know exactly. You think they ain't seeing you when you letting that motherfucker go, but at the same time, these folks assuming a lot of shit, and it to a point where it ain't about what you prove all the time. A lot of folks in jail and in hell because of how it look, what people assume to be the truth about certain incidents and accidents and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it was up to me to just be a person that, even though I didn't do it immediately, I had to suffer some consequences by not listening immediately. I eventually was like, damn, man, I ain't finna, yeah, I ain't finna ride it all the way out. I'm gonna listen and just chill out. And even though they don't know how to chill out and listen, I probably have to still keep their eye on me 24/7 because those folks don't know you can change your life, nor do they respect the fact that you to change your life. Those folks can't see you by certain, you know what I'm saying? You gotta keep yourself on point. I do that, but I'm gonna stop. I gotta stop doing some shit because like I keep adding on to it and it ain't getting no better. And boy, you think that okay. So I'm telling you right now. It's certain stuff you doing, certain stuff you ain't got in the truck with you, certain stuff you got in the truck with you don't need to have in the truck with you. Get that shit up out that truck, man. For real. Like, nigga, y'all know what I'm talking about too. I ain't talking that iron either. Some of y'all can't leave that other thing at home, man. Get that shit up out that truck, man. That shit down there took my business down. I ain't did a damn thing. You got somebody over there on the other side of the country that just make that fumble and can't recover because it ain't no recovery, man. I don't want to hear shit. They not your friend. That's why I ain't come out here and make no friend. Y'all, everybody friends that we gonna be in the trucking thing. Y'all out here on this channel that support you. We as friends that we gonna be in the game of trucking. Cause I ain't come to make no friend. I can't help. I can't help. Good business acquaintances, learn some new people, get to know some new people, and have some good business relationships and all that good stuff might develop into friends. One that I ain't come here for that. That ain't why I came to. I ain't even why I came to this earth. I ain't come to earth to make no friends. I ain't come to be in nobody's way either. So before I be in your way, you know what I'm saying? I just gonna tell you what you need and get out the way. So that's what I'm finna do. And I appreciate y'all spending so much time with me on this Saturday. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to drop a super chat in there before I go, we're gonna be doing the sausage and cheese out at the for the homely people in the Live Fortune and next weekend in honor of my great grandma's birthday, born 1920, lived 97 years on that earth. And like I said, went through all that good old stuff. I've been posting pictures about it, all that she lived it. She raised me, and get what? Didn't have a mean, evil bone in her body about the stuff. She just told me what happened, and even to her deathbed, she can't understand why people treat people like that. But that ain't neither here nor there. That ain't hard in my heart. It ain't did nothing but taught me I need to educate myself as to why it was allowed to go on like that, and what tools were used to facilitate the continuation of it in a social economical way today. Find somebody to play with. That's what you do. That's what you do. That's what you do. So that's why I keep excelling at what I'm doing. Ain't nobody hold me back. Y'all hold yourself back in a lot of plays, a lot of time. Nobody really against you. It's just to the point where lack of knowledge gonna kill us all. And what you don't know, you need to be trying to figure it out. For real. So like I said, I appreciate y'all for being in here. It was always good. It's gang of y'all up in here. Like 60, 70 people up in here. Throw me a like. Man, yeah, those some pics though. That like we say, we ain't complaining. I'm not complaining about nothing that happened because that's not here nor now. But I ain't gonna act like it ain't happened. I ain't got a whole lot of pictures. I'm gonna post one every day. It is what it is. I gave y'all 14, 15, 16 days off. I ain't hit you 28 days with it, but I'm gonna post what I want to post for the rest of the month. And I'm gonna put one up. And if it don't do nothing, but just make you think that, man, how can a person do that to another person? That good enough for me. Hey, ain't it? Ain't it? I could, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to insult nobody. I ain't trying to do nothing to make somebody think and be like, hey, man, yeah, like the one I put up from 2010 in my hometown in the neighborhood I used to work in. Yeah, and hung him from a tree and say he killed himself. Yeah, yeah. Say he wandered off while painting a house with his grandfather on summer break as a job. He wasn't even from my town. He from another town. He wandered off. I thought we was allowed to wander off. What? Shit, I done wandered off a little bit, but not all the way off. I'm just saying, it shit happened in daytime, yo. Wandered off? We allowed to wander off? Wait a minute, I can't wander off. I thought it was my right. I'm American. I can wander off. That shit crazy. But yeah, 2010. I was working in the neighborhood. I like 3 blocks over from where that happened at. Yeah, working in a yard, just like they were working at a house. Mhm. Yep, he killed himself. Hey, but yeah, I appreciate y'all. It's all good. Hey. Yeah, life is life, man. I ain't tripping. Neither should y'all, man. Make the best out of it. Stay motivated, man. Remember, can't nobody hustle this stuff like you, man. Like I said, it one of them things where you just put your all into it, but you gotta know what you putting your all into it. So you know what I'm saying? The biggest thing about winning in any game and knowing the rules backwards and forwards, so you know what you're up against and you know when they cheating you. It's a couple times they done cheated me, but because of the golden rule, the man with the gold make all the rule. That's why I had to go the route. Yeah, they got no recourse. I mean, just, yeah, I mean, other way you can say it. You can say, oh man, they got a tip line, they got a line where you call in and report it. You do that shit if you want to. And, yeah, it is what it is. You hey, oh, idle deed nest in your mouth, all idle, all that old shit right there. You ain't got time for that. You just started. You trying to get some money. You gotta keep this safe score right. You think you got 2, 3 months to be stop pulling loads and up in there and paying a lawyer chasing a goddamn violation? You crazy? Don't be crazy. I got top notch lawyers. You got some top notch money too. Mm-hmm. Got this shit about $1. If they don't do nothing but get court calls, they happy. But peace and love. I appreciate all y'all for coming by. It's always great. We're doing the Food for the Less Fortunate next Saturday in honor of Lily Mae Lewis. That was a really, really inspirational lady in my life. She taught me what it was to be a hustler. She was about 65 years old when I first met her, and she raised me from a baby. They brought me home in a little box, and she the one raised this dude you looking at right now at the age of 65. She took on the responsibility, not 100% that was supposed to be hers, and excelled in it. And they ain't raised no piece of dude, no partial man, no little dude. No, they raised a whole man. Like for real, they did that. I appreciate them. You know, what I'm saying she's no longer here. She lived, like I said, 9, 7 years. She was able to go from what they call Jim Crow, laid back slavery, all the way up to seeing somebody that looked like us in the White House. Y'all can comment on that if you want to. But whatever, somebody looked like us in the White House, which was cool. That in the optics of everything, that looks great. The optics of that shit looks awesome. So I ain't bust a bubble or nothing, just tell how this shit really go or nothing. But at the same time, that's an awesome thing. They go from feeling like you down here to at least get leveled up a little bit. So before you die, you get a chance to see all that. So that was a cool thing. I ain't want to bust a bubble about that. But y'all know how that shit work, man. What we talk about don't even matter. Like the shit we talk vote, but go vote. Yeah, we vote, not do it. I participate in the process. But just know they gonna do the fuck they want to do when you get through vote. It's just like your kids. What we having for dinner? Kids like pizza. Other kid, pizza. And other kid, pizza. And you over there like steak and potatoes. Get what? Steak and potatoes it is, goddamn it. Man, folks don't care nothing about what you talking about, man. This shit about $1. These folks they got the lobbyists, people that buy votes, basically, that have enough money to actually legally buy some votes. Lobbyists, them folks run this shit. And they don't look like none of us. And you talk about, well, he could be black. Well, he don't look like white people either. He don't look like that. Them folks green. Them folks ain't no color. Them folks are green. Them folks got green on their mind. Ain't no color, no race, no ethnic. This shit about $1. So stop thinking about anything else but $1. That with me too. This shit about $1. If you got $100, you want to do a 1 hour consultation, learn a little bit more about trucking, hit me up $ JBUTLEI 357. Cause this shit about $1. And to anybody that want to look my number up on some type of website or anything and call me, just know I have a slight conversation with you, but this shit is not for fun. I don't need no new friends. This shit is for funs. I ain't doing this shit. I ain't wasting my time on the phone with you, talking about how much you like this shit or none of that. I do not care. If you ain't donating to buy some food for the homeless, don't call my damn phone for real. And that's God on the truth. If you ain't got no money for the homeless, I don't need you calling me about nothing. You find my number somewhere, get what we have a good ass conversation, depending on how good the conversation is. I probably keep you on my phone. We might text or something like that, but don't take that chance because I'm more likely to just block you for being ridiculous, watching these videos, knowing what I'm doing and why I'm doing it, and I'm buying food for the homeless. You take it for yourself to just find me. Don't do that. Don't do that. And that go for on the highway in traffic, all that stuff. You see me, don't be trying to flag me down, get you a video and keep on pushing. I got that iron on me for real. And I ain't no hateful person, but I am PTSD to a lot of shit. I got that iron on me and I ain't really fit to be fucked with. So get what? Don't be trying to do no weird shit in traffic, try to get my attention and all that, because get what? It might not even go right. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'd have been in some fucked up situations with a lot of shit over my life, so don't do that. We ain't friends. I love y'all, but we ain't friends. I don't know you. We on YouTube. I don't know you. Better stop. You better stop. I don't know y'all. Better stop, man. Like I said, I ain't on no bullshit, but at the same time, yeah, I gotta say I'm shell shocked to a lot of shit my damn self. And that's the reality of it. You see how Rick Ross did them boys on the highway that time back in the day, these folks fanning out and on. Don't do me like that. I am not Toe Piglet. I ain't no good dude like that. Don't do me like that. Yeah, man. And it's all love, man. Ain't no bad feelings or thoughts or nothing. It's all love. But I'm just giving y'all the reality of what the fuck is. Yeah, hit me over CV. Break 19 me, dog. Bump me in traffic. Throw me up or something like that. But don't be swerving on me trying to get my attention. I done had that shit after somebody swerve on me on 59 one time coming through. I'm talking about swerved on that Peterbilt. Don't do that. Oh man, I got a coil on here. No, don't do that. Don't do that. That thing 48.8 on there. Don't do that. We'll drive for taco. You know what I mean. You're a popular individual. You more popular than me. We'll drive for taco. Good to have you here, Red man. Appreciate the donation on the sandwich. But man, you see people, it's cool to be recognized and everything. But don't swerve on my truck in traffic while we doing 70 miles an hour trying to get my attention. Don't do that. Don't tell my truck. You can take a picture with it, everything. I don't care nothing about that. I be seeing it all the time. They take pictures with the truck and truck. That's a nice looking truck. Don't put your hands on my shit though. For real. I ain't antisocial or nothing. This shit about personal safety. For real. Man, don't do that. I got 49,000 pound car sitting on 3 feet of space. And you want to swerve in front of me just to let me know. I see you, baby. Man, you gonna make me kill myself. Don't do that. Don't do that. No, don't do that, man. We'll drive a taco. We gotta make it to drive for a taco, man. It's cool. Throw a hand up. Take your picture or something while you riding by. Throw your hands up. All that good stuff, bro. But that's like, man, don't swerve up under my trailer, man. Trying to get my attention. Don't do that. No, this shit too serious. I done had that shit happen. Hanging out on the side of the trailer for a minute and a half, man. Get your video and pull on through, man. This stuff ain't guaranteed. Tires blow out. People swerve. I might get a little and swerve a little bit, man. There you go up under the trailer, man. Don't play with these trucks, y'all. If y'all out here on the highway, let them folk have some room. Man, these folks shell shocked me to this shit, bro. I'm telling you, I left black marks in Atlanta, Georgia, probably a 16th of a mile. Man, on everything, Wheel Drive Taco, you a blessing. You always be there, bro. I appreciate you, man. And get what? Me and Rat Man ain't never met each other. That could just damn near be my uncle, cause he cool like that. I love having a rich uncle like that, cause he be on some real shit. He talk sense. He got some sense. When translate to money in the bank, shorter what you think. He like rich uncle to me. I like him. That my guy, Rat Man. Instagram be jumping too. Check him out at Ratman Roden on Instagram. I think is it Ratman underscore Roden or just Ratman? I think it underscore Ratman underscore Roden. Check him out. He got good at Instagram. Like you like see flatbed, good scenery. Then he be balling out of control, y'all. Y'all don't understand. Ratman rich for real. hmm Big boy balling. Y'all playing. Don't play with him. You see the drop top? Stop playing with me. Yeah, that dude right there. He got that bread. hmm And he be blessing these people. Like I said, we're gonna go out and get a gang of more sandwiches next week and do it all again. I don't know how many we gonna buy, but we're gonna buy as many as money allow us to buy and try and get some more between now and then. So I probably go live again a couple times that week and we're gonna drum up a couple more dollars, probably add 100 more sandwiches to the number before it's over. But I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about the matching or nothing like that. Whatever y'all do, I'm gonna do what I do anyway. So you know what I'm saying? We gonna come up with 200-300 salary regardless. But whatever y'all do, just know it getting matched or doubled or whatever y'all doing up in here. Just know it most definitely get pushed to the limit. To the limit. And yeah, they get cheese. A lot of folks be like, no, they don't should not get cheese because you feed a lot more people than 85 cents. That probably about another 40 sandwiches. You could have fed like 40 more people. Golly, man, get the folks some cheese. If you want to feed 40 more people, just buy 40 more sandwiches with cheese. How the fuck get some cheese, man? Come on, some cheese. 85 cents for real, some cheese. I don't even tripping on cheese. Hey, they get some cheese. I don't do the egg because everybody don't eat that. You know what I'm saying? So I just do egg cheese most time that'll work. Now, Ike, shout out to Ike, man. Him and his wife going through family here in Mississippi. We doing a little bit. little bit of company pay training and everything with him. But man, shout out to Ike, aka Chicago Kane, on the operator. He about to get his CDL finished up. Hopefully, it's very soon. But yeah, shout out them guys, man. Shout out all my guys, man. Shout out D over there in San Antonio. Shout out Jay and Greenwood, man. Shout out Juan over there. Shout out Ike, like I said, man. And shit, shout out me, motherfucker. Shout out me for keeping all this shit together. And make sure everybody's straight. And don't be worried about nothing. Know their money gonna be on time every time. And on here trying to help somebody in the meantime, spend 10, 15, $17,000 a year feeding people that I don't know. Shout out to fucking me. Everybody get about one time. I'll take one. I'll take one. Shout out to goddamn me. Shit, shout out to everybody. Shout out to y'all for being here and supporting and making this stuff possible, man. Because one thing about it, if you don't do it, who gonna do it? And they go with their truck and they go with life. If you don't make it happen, who gonna make it happen for you? Shit. Shout out Rat Man. You over there keeping it in the road, keeping that thing between the mayonnaise and mustard. Make sure everything right, not driving your wife crazy because she got all the sense. You ain't got that much, but she got sense. I be seeing her and she be moving right. I like that, man. Like I said, she got all the sense. You just drive, goddamn it. You just a driver. You like me, bro. You out there, you just yeah. I gotta get home to the missus. I'm just a driver. Oh, Hotshot Haven, y'all just don't know. I be doing all this stuff by myself, but still though, man. Like my wife here, man. At the end of the day, she my motivation to come back home every time. You gotta have people that motivate you to want to come home at the end of the week. And so that's the real ball later up in there. Y'all just ain't knowing. That's the real ball later up in there. I'm just the damn driver, y'all. I'm just a sophisticated, good truck moving, highly paid driver. That's all I ain't doing shit. I ain't doing shit. If I die today, she gonna be rich as a motherfucker too, boy. I blown that. Where I win? I love Red Man. What we win? We get to just see all the scenery, enjoy the life of a trucker, and keep a couple dollar buy a couple cars, a couple four wheels, a little crossbow here and there, maybe a nice ass gun or two along the way. And when we leave, everybody else just feel the fucking rich man. Hey, bro, what we win? What's your consolation prize? We gotta get out of these truck, man. We gotta enjoy this shit. That's why I said, man, I be liking to see his Instagram come dude be enjoying himself while he's chasing that chick. And it get to the point where you'll realize what me and him both realize. When you chase the chick longer, we done chase the chick, it get to the point where the chick start chasing you. You ain't gotta do nothing but be present and accounted for. Keep your integrity high and be a present and accounted for with your equipment. You ain't gotta chase no chick. The chick start chasing you. Can you testify and say amen to that, Red Man? Cause he go where he wanna go and do what he wanna do. And get what? He able to get freight anywhere he go. He ain't run no cheap shit. He doing the best he can, but get what? He ain't chasing no dollar. Really, that dollar chasing him. Man, we'll drive tacos. So he gonna be rolling my way next week. It probably be some good weather over here too, Red Man. Think it's gonna be good for you. Where you gonna end up at? Where you gonna end up at, Red Man? Holy crap! Who did that? Holy crap! Somebody did 49. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me roll William. Roll William said feed the people. Iron Man Ministry, $20 feed the people. Roll Will gave 49.99 feed the people. Red Man Roll 19.99 feed the people. Will Drive Taco, appreciate you. Iron Man Ministry, I appreciate y'all over there. Roll Will, you already know how we get down, bro. My bad, I ain't seen them for a while. They up there ticking, man. Let me give y'all a shout out for real, cause did what it is, and I appreciate y'all, man. Because at the end of the day, y'all know for real, this shit ain't about me. If it was about me, I wouldn't be doing this. I'd be hiding what I'm doing, making a whole lot of money, and just chilling on a Sunday instead of, just doing this. I'd be somewhere chilling, man. I'd be somewhere, fucking out with my wife and lovey dovey and some more shit. I want to see for win. That's everybody. I don't care who watching this stuff. That's why I did this platform. That's why I'm not doing webinars. That's why I do 1 hour consultation. Cause this ain't for no particular people. This for personal consumption, personal edification, personal growth. personal development, and it's a personal relationship with yourself in this highway, and these brokers and the personal relationship with all this stuff going on in the industry that make this stuff possible to be able to move around continuously and grow something that will last 10, 15, 20 years. Don't get caught slipping. So that's what it is, man. I appreciate y'all for coming up in here as usual, man. Like I say, y'all ain't got to hang out with me. I'm just glad y'all willing to listen. I hope y'all can spread the word and some more people come around and be able to see that it ain't no reason to reinvent the wheel because they made it round for a reason. Everybody got their own way, everybody got their own twist on it, but that wheel still is round at the end of the day. You might put different spoke designs on that wheel, you might cut holes in that reel, you might make it into a spoke reel, but at the end of the day, when you made that rim your own, that zombie still round. Still around. So I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a great day. It's been awesome hanging out with y'all. Always good to have each and every one of y'all. If you're new to the live, like, comment, subscribe. Before we go, everybody throw me a one up in there, just a little bit on the engagement and a little bit better for the algorithm. Type of one in there for me, if you will. Just that'll crank the engagement up a little bit, help the algorithm. All that is good. So if you would, before we get off here, just type the number one and let it roll on through. And I appreciate y'all, man. Most time I just go straight out the hip, straight out the blue, and I love to do lives because when you done took your time, not just read this, not just read this, but got out there and see how they treat you about the rules in this, you'll understand where I come from and why I made the video series called Don't Get Caught Slipping. This video will be added to that series for y'all to be able to go back and actually, watch on a later date. It may be something in the video I said that does not apply to you right now, but once you get started, you'll understand that it is truly indeed about where you at and how they feel. Peace.